Hello and welcome back to Deus Machina Demonbane. Kuro! Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you! This is the second time you've disgraced me! I won't forgive you. Howling with rage, Tiberius approaches to finish Demonbane. But just as he prepares the final blow, a voice rings inside his head. That's enough, Tiberius. Withdraw.
Grandmaster, don't be silly. How can one of the Anticross back down after this?
Master Therian's order enrages Tiberius, but the voice that echoes inside his head remains ever nonchalant. Your mission is complete. I repeat, withdraw.
How can I not kill my enemy and still call myself Black Lodge? I'll destroy this little shit with my own hands.
Tiberius has lost control of himself, but suddenly his agitation stops, and a sudden horrible chill runs up his spine, like someone has stabbed him with an icicle, and then his brain is racked with unimaginable pain. Master Therian's voice is soft, cold, cruel and dark. It is the composed voice of an absolute being. Tiberius, I think highly of your abilities. I do not wish to have you invade, rape, and destroy your mind. This is the last time I will say it. Understand? Withdraw.
Yes! Forgive me! Forgive me! Forgive me!
A shadow spreads under Beelzebub's feet and the machine slowly sinks into it.
Remember this, Deus Kuro. The next time we meet, I'll show you what a living hell is. You'll be begging me to kill you.
Leaving behind some stock phrases, Beelzebub vanishes from sight. The sun has sunk beneath the horizon and the night sky is gradually turning dark blue. This is a temple come throne room, and the gloom is held at bay by the light of torches. And those ever-burning holy flames can sometimes catch a glimpse of otherworldly shadows, but are they really just an illusion? The ruler sits upon his throne, a tiny smile upon his face, as he stares into the crystal set before him. Within the crystal he could see the shape of Demonbane, standing against the night sky. Through it, Master Therian has watched over the entirety of the battle. Dreadfully sorry. Is it alright, Grandmaster? Standing to the side, Augustus speaks. Still smiling, Master Therian inclines his head teasingly. Is what alright, Augustus? While speaking, Master Therian places a finger inside Etheldra's mouth, and with a look of ecstasy on her face, Etheldra curls her tongue around Master Therian's finger. Augustus watches all of this out of the corner of his eye. In this battle, the fragments of Al-Azif that we gathered have fallen into the hands of the enemy. That is well. Master Therian makes a simple declaration, his smile of joy like a gaping void in his face. In the first place, Al-Azif must be complete to have been any use. Whether her fragments are with me or with Deus Kuro, it will all be the same in the end. And as for the Hadou group, well, you could say that that was entertainment. Don't get angry over trivial matters, Augustus. Yes, understood. Augustus withdraws, putting an end to that topic. But in his heart he is not yet convinced. He cannot help a certain doubt from floating his mind. What are you thinking, Grandmaster? It's as if you're making the enemy stronger on purpose. I suspect that's exactly what he's doing. Now, whether he's doing that because he wants a worthy opponent, or because he wants to power Deju up in order to, do the classic "you will join me on the dark side" routine, who can say? But I'm willing to bet he is deliberately, let's face it, he could have killed Deus Kuro in an instant when they first met if he'd wanted to. I suspect he could quite literally just snapped his fingers and Deju would have fallen over dead. Kuro! Hold on, Kuro! This is bad. He's lost too much blood. Winfield, call the medical team! At once. Al-Azif, what are you doing? He's still losing blood. Fool! This is the limit of magical treatment. Hey, what's all the fuss? Prepare a blood transfusion. Stat! Dumbass Kuro, get up! Kuro! Hang on, Kuro. Even Lisa and the kids are here. Why the hell do you all look so serious? Shut up already. Let me get some sleep. I've been working my arse off recently. I'm so exhausted. I, Deus Kuro, come from a totally average background. My parents had an average romance, an average marriage, and an average household. And then I was born to them. A perfectly average blessing. Just like everything else, I had an average amount of happiness, but I never felt dissatisfied. If there was one unusual thing about me, it was that my dad had a thing for the occult. Naturally, I was influenced by it. That's about it. I'd read all of my dad's books. Myths and legends, treatises on black magic, all sorts of nonsensical ramblings. I suppose there might have even been a true grimoire somewhere in the mix. But in the end, it was just a hobby for me and my dad. Barely enough to earn us exasperated sighs from my mother. I guess we really were just completely average after all. Dreadfully sorry. I think this will be the last part I record today since my voice is starting to go. Thanks to my father's job, we had to leave our country to come to America. And from there, I suppose, things went downhill. My parents died. When I was still just a kid, my father died of some nervous system disease. My mother tried to raise me by herself, but perhaps it was just too much for her. She fell sick and died soon after. I was 18 years old. With no relatives to rely on, I fell into depression, thinking that I was alone in the world. But then a letter came, sent by the headmaster of the Masonic University in Arkham City. It said that I would be given a full scholarship if I agreed to a certain condition. That scholarship would not only cover all tuition, but would also include a small stipend for living expenses. I couldn't believe how sweet the deal was. But why? Why would I, with no connection whatsoever to Masonic University, be offered such a chance? The only clue was in the conditions set by the university. The terms had to be that I would enroll in the Occult Studies department, but that my official field would be archaeology, and I would not speak a word of my true studies. Yeah, I dabbled a little in the occult. Did it have something to do with that? It was a pretty baffling situation, but I wasn't about to refuse such a good offer. I took the deal, moved to Arkham, and from what I heard later, I'd apparently had the support of a certain individual, but they never told me who my mysterious benefactor had been. For my part, I ended up dropping out after only 2 years, no doubt disappointing whoever it was. Okay, calling it right now, the mysterious benefactor was, Rory's grandfather. Calling it right now. We're probably descended from some great blah 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 who, and so we knew we were destined to become the wielder of Demonbane. Deus Kuro, you will become a sorcerer. Those were the words that an old man Armitage had said to me upon my arrival. I'm Lisa, sister in charge of this church. It's a pleasure to meet you. And I met Lisa back then too. Early this morning, a destroyer robot belonging to the cult of sorcerers known as Black Lodge went on a rampage in Sector 26. The first time I saw the damage done by a destroyer robot, I was pretty freaked out. I wondered what the hell kind of city I'd come to. And it's too soon. It's not yet time for us to meet. Who is speaking? When the time comes, we will surely meet again. I can't remember. But not yet. Now is not the time. Who was it? I have not the skill to control the unholy knowledge, the power to do battle with the unjust, or the will to face your destiny. It's too soon, Kuro. Oh yeah. Happened on my first visit to the Grimoire Stacks. It was also my last visit to the Grimoire Stacks. Back then I encountered that other and... Huh? I sit up, throwing back the covers in my haste. The scenery that greets my eyes is unfamiliar. The city outside the window, the white walls, ceilings, sheets. A hospital. Why am I here? Damn, my head's all fuzzy. Oh yeah, I got stabbed with that zombie arsehole and then was bleeding like a stuck pig and then... Right! The enemy! What happened to that Deus Machina? I try to get out of bed, but realise there's something lying on top of me. It's the princess, sitting in a chair next to my bed. What's going on here? I don't know why, but she's been watching over you the whole time. Al, you're here too. I've been here all along. First of all, calm down. We repulsed the enemy, though we weren't able to defeat it. Oh. How long have I been asleep?
About 2 days. Though it'd be foolish to call it sleep. Your life was hanging by a thread for a while, you know.
Felt like sleep to me. The princess moves, presumably roused by our voices. She sits up, looking straight at me. And she's silent at first, still half asleep, but that doesn't last long. She jerks with surprise, grabbing me roughly by the shoulders.
Mr. Deju, you're awake! Oh, how are you? How do you feel?
Hold on! I'm still dizzy.
Ah, I apologise.
Embarrassed, the princess lets me go and turns away. We fall silent, neither knowing what to say. What should I do?
Mr. Deju?
Yes? While I'm trying to think of something to say, she speaks first, and she looks at me as though she's made up her mind about something, and then she bows deeply.
Thank you. If you hadn't saved me, right now I would be...
She clutches her shoulders, trembling. Well, this is... what do I say? No, well, what about Demonbane? I don't remember anything about after fighting that Deus Machina.
Part of its armour was melted off, and there were some shorts in the magical circuitry. Other than that, nothing serious.
I see. Sorry, I broke it again.
That doesn't matter.
That's the last thing I expected her to say. I stare at the princess in surprise, and she looks right back at me and smiles calmly. Sorry, as I say, my voice is going. But I've got like 3 minutes until the end of this episode, so it'll hold out till then.
I have thought a lot since then, Mr. Deju, and I would like to leave Demonbane in your hands for a little longer.
Huh?
This is the first time I've really seen you fight. You may just be the sort of person for whom Grandfather was looking. One who, believing in a small yet definite justice, can take up that sword that smites evil. That may be you.
Well, now she's done like a total 180. She's even praising me. While I'm trying to work this out, the princess bows her head to me again.
Mr. Deju, please take care of Demonbane.
Her attitude has me bewildered, but there's only one possible answer. And I nod firmly. No problem, princess. I, Deju Kuro, will do my best.
You should have shown that humility to begin with. Human girls can only see what's right in front of them. You are such an unpleasant girl.
Al and the princess start quarrelling again. It's the same every time, seriously.
Oh my. Kuro, are you awake?
Lisa enters the room carrying a large fruit basket, and the kids are with her, of course.
Oh, Kuro's back from the dead! Yay!
Lisa and the little brats. Hey, no jumping on the injured. Ow! Oh, damn it. Stop poking my wounds, dumbass.
Kuro, are you okay?
Hell no! Oh.
I've only accepted Mr. Deju. You're only an extra, no better than a parasite. Kuro's only able to fight so well because of our compatibility. You're quite impotent for someone who knows nothing of battle. Oh my, how lively.
Everyone, don't forget that this is a hospital. The scent of raw salt, the stink of rotten fish, the stench of the sea, the stench that soothes our hearts. Dark and damp, this is our domain. This is the holy sanctuary of our god who was chased from the surface by the light. Damn those land-dwelling humans, those accursed invaders. Just thinking about them makes our guts boil. Once this land was a paradise, a place where we could live in peace, amid the stinking sea breeze. That place was stolen from us. Hadao, Kuzao. It was he who came to this land and built those structures and changed everything. Land-dwelling humans gathered, cleansing the land with their purity. How vexing, they who defiled our domain with their light. Right, well that seems like a reasonable-ish point to end this part, so I'll say thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next part when hopefully my voice will have had a little bit of a chance to rest.